Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Fly Tie Friday. If this is your first time here at the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button so you can catch all the action as it reels in. If I was going to show you one fly to tie up and keep in your box year round, this is the fly that you're going to be tying up. One of the best all-around patterns to fish in Western North Carolina. It's a stonefly imitation. No, it's not my invention. This fly I actually grabbed from Lance Eagan over at Fly Fish Food. I saw this pattern on this website, and decided to tie it up. It looked good, and I was absolutely amazed by how effective it is. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. I appreciate you guys' support, and go ahead, tie along with me. All right, what you see in the vise, if you guys are lucky enough to catch 30 fish on one fly, this is exactly what it's going to look like when you get done. I actually caught, I'd say at least 4 or 5 trout with the fly looking exactly like this. Now, of course, it didn't start out looking like that. I wanted to prove that just because the fly looks ugly doesn't mean they won't eat it. Let's go ahead and get started. Bent shank hook, size 10, and then let's go ahead and get a 3.8 millimeter jet black bead head. Let's go ahead and get that secured up into the vise. I actually canter mine back a little bit so I can start up front here and flatten that out. This is dark brown 140 denier thread. And I grab my leg material. You can use different leg material, whatever is your favorite. Lance uses something a little different than what I do, but I like this color. Couple wraps on there, and then just start kind of manipulating your material around. I like to bring this one back a little bit and then hold to the side. And without hitting the camera, a couple wraps forward while holding that leg forward. That's going to point it forward. There we go. A couple tight wraps here. Let's pull this back, go behind. There we go. All right. Pull that forward just a little bit there. There it is. Perfect. Alright, grab your whip finisher and carefully whip finish. Quick tip here, get this out of your way. Just go ahead and trim that a little bit. You're going to trim it out anyways. And so it's a lot easier if you just go ahead and do that initially. That'll get this initial whip finish done a lot easier. It's about 3 turns on this whip finish. You don't have to do much. You're just really just trying to get it held down right there. Alright, cut that free. And then what I like to do here is get some super glue or some head cement. I use some head cement because I can find it faster. Just put just a little bit on there. Not much. Push your bead head up. There. Let that seat forward. You can kind of bend your antennae how you like it. Alright, with the hook still cantered up a little bit, let's grab some, this is 0.015 lead wire, and I like to do 13 wraps. Lucky number 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Pop it, push it, seat it. There we go. Alright, flip. I have a rotary vise. It's a phenomenal tool. Gets a turn like that. I turn that up, pinch that lead wire forward with my thumbnail, and then there we go. Break that loose. Good. Alright, now let's position that hook back, canter it back down flat again. There we go. Secure it up. let's start wrapping behind that lead wire now. And I want to build up a thread ramp here to kind of lock that lead wire forward. So I'm just going to tie up to it, back wrap, forward wrap, back wrap, forward wrap, till you build up a nice thickness to where that lead wire is going to stay put. And then this also evens out your body as well too. So when you're wrapping chenille later on, you guys will see later in the process. There we go. It's looking good. Come around that. And try to avoid that lead wire if you can, so you don't get frayed up or anything. Alright. Now bring it forward to the head. Just a few wraps, locking it up. Wrap over wrap. And then now that's nice and secure. Now bring your thread all the way to the bend. Doesn't need to be pretty because it's all going to get covered up. There we go. A bit more. There. A couple wraps forward. Okay. I like to untwist my thread once I get there. More leg material. Grab your leg material. You're going to do the same thing you did up front to the back. So one wrap around and get that material and kind of manipulate where you want it. And then I work on the leg a little bit closer to me with a few wraps forward. Couple wraps forward there, and then hold it back and just start back wrapping on it. That's going to anchor that down right where you want it. There you go. A few wraps to lock it in. Stonefly chenille. You cut off a chunk about 7-8 inches or so. What I like to do, strip out that last little piece so you have your thread exposed like that. And then what I like to do, get some spit and just lick that. Just get it a little bit moist, and that'll get it easier to work with there. Once you put it down, you know where you want to tie it in at. Set it down, loose wrap, and then tighten up each time. There we go. Just like that. Good. Alright, forward wrap a little bit, and let's try to just use our thread to even out our body diameter here. Perfect. Go ahead and take that thread, toss it all the way up to the top. Several wraps because we're going to be using our rotary function. Start counter wrapping. Alright. Twist. Look at that. It's like magic. Making a stonefly. One more. There we go. Okay. Bring your thread back. And then we want to lock that chenille where it's at. So let's just take a wrap or two around that chenille. Let's do 2 just to get that held in place right there. Alright, more leg material. Like Lance will tell you, these fish do not count legs. I promise you that. He is 100% right. Fish do not count legs, so you do not need to be concerned about how many legs you put on. But I'd at least put on 2 right here in the middle of the body here. There's 1. And then here's the tip here. Take the leg, loop the leg around the thread first, like so. Then just take the thread, and as you start wrapping, if you wrap one time, you can then take the leg and then manipulate the leg where you want it. Okay. That took me a while to kind of get that feel. Just a few wraps there. Hold those legs in place. We're going to anchor them down with the chenille. Grab the front 2 legs, and let's get a thread ramp in front of that. That's going to help keep them pushed back, and then bring it all the way up to the head. A few more wraps there. Okay, I now grab my stonefly chenille. I'm going to still continue the counter wrap. This time by hand though, don't use the rotary function. You can kind of manipulate those legs to land where you need them to. Bring it up to the head. Again, a couple anchor wraps, one behind, a couple in front, flip it behind again. There we go. You're done with the chenille, you can cut that. Perfect. Alright, from here you can whip finish. Let's build up a nice little dark hot spot though. 4 or 5 turns. Tight, and then go right back again. Hit it again. There we go. Alright. And just some finishing touches, and you've got one of the most effective fly patterns I've ever personally used. Let's even up these legs. Take your legs on each side, grab them in your hand, pull them back just past the bend of the hook. Do that for both sides. Boom. Get the tail, even that tail out. Boom. There it is. Let's grab some UV finish flow. Put it right on this thread on the collar here. Let that soak in. This is going to just improve the durability of your fly. And then you know what I like to do is back here, got a little bit of thread exposed right there, and I like to add a little spot on that. And that helps improve that durability back there as well. I've caught 6-inch trout, I've caught 16-inch trout on this pattern. They don't discriminate, I'm telling you. The small ones, the big ones, they eat it up. Thanks for tuning in again for another episode of Fly Tie Friday. This is a good one, I'm telling you. You got to tie one, put it in your box. You will for sure catch fish year round. Hopefully you guys have a 30 fish day on it and it holds together for you. But if you hadn't already, hit that like and subscribe button for me. I appreciate you. We'll catch you next time.